Hello, hello, hello there. Let me turn this camera just a little bit. Hello, world. Hello from all streaming platforms that you're watching on. How are you doing today? Today is Textured Hair Talk Tuesday, and I am excited to be here as always on Tuesdays because you support me. You support Limitless Natural Salon, and you're interested in the things that I share. I'm so happy that I can always share things with you that are beneficial and information and tips that you can use to enhance your natural curl life, uh, enhance your confidence about your natural curl life, and also share some things with you that you or someone you know may be dealing with. So, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Be sure if you are watching the replay to type replay. If you're just joining, say hey, light up the comments for me so I can know that you are here, so I can say hello to you, call you by name. And if you're on Facebook, allow StreamYard to see your name so that I can know who you are when you're making your comments. So light up the comments for me. Today we are discussing alopecia areata and alopecia. What is the difference? And I know that we've talked about this before on Textured Hair Talk Tuesday, but it's come to my attention that a lot of people are still dealing with it. I know this because of the ladies that I serve. Some of them do have that issue. And we're going to talk about where it derives from, what causes it, and what we can do to help it. Okay. And then I'm also going to share my experience with alopecia areata. So let's get started. Who's in there with me? Hey there. Hey, hey, hey. So again, light up the comments so that I can see who you are, and just, add in anything that you want to ask. So let's start. I got my notes here. So I may be looking down every once in a while. So let's talk about what alopecia is, what alopecia areata is. Uh, it is it is an immune dysfunction, and it is where your immune system does attack your hair follicles and just makes the hair come out. Alopecia areata makes the hair come out in little like circles or little bald spots throughout your head. It could be certain areas, and generally they're slick like a baby's bottom. They're really soft. Sometimes they have an indention in them, like soft, almost feels like a baby's head in the area where um, the um, the scalp has not completely. I cannot think. The skull has not completely closed over. Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes with alopecia areata, a lot of people that suffer with areata or alopecia, they actually have irritation in that area. Sometimes it gets inflamed, sometimes it itches, and they really don't know what the cause is. So let me share with you um, what can cause alopecia or alopecia areata. The first thing that I want to mention, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me make sure I put this on. Okay, all right. So the first thing I want to mention is genetics. So if you think about that uncle or even your dad, even some women, and I mentioned men first because a lot of times men have this like balding area in the top of their head, right? We call this male pattern baldness, but it is a form of alopecia where the hair is slowly starting to come out, and it can be genetic. Um, and it didn't happen like all of a sudden for alopecia. A lot of times, well, with alopecia, sometimes it can be all of a sudden, but generally alopecia is slowly, like it's slowly, the hair is slowly starting to come out in certain areas, be it around the edges of the head, around the back hairline, or in the top of the head. It's a slow thing. Now, areata, areata, just you look in the mirror one day and you just got a bald spot, and you're like, where did it come from? Um, so it can be genetic. It can also be non-genetic. Okay, so non-genetic meaning it could be stress related. Okay, so stress can cause a lot of our body to dysfunction. Hair, skin, nails, be it one of them. Um, they are all a source of skin. Okay, I mean of skin. So your hair is an appendage of the skin. Hair is skin. People don't realize that hair is skin. It's just in a different form. Okay. Um, so do understand that. Okay. So when you're dealing with skin issues, a lot of times you'll have the same hair issues because the hair is deriving from the skin. And all of this is being fed by the blood. So when I say stress, when you are stressed out, your blood, it's just not functioning properly. Nothing in your body is functioning the way it because it's stress. It's like overworked. Um, the functions of your body that are supposed to be keeping you healthy are now transitioned to try to keep either your brain healthy, your sanity, something like that. So stress can really put a strain on your entire body and therefore can cause hair loss and sometimes can cause alopecia. Another thing that could cause alopecia is traction. So traction alopecia is when maybe you wear a wig or something that's rubbing around your hairline. I've noticed that a lot with some women. They've worn things that kind of rub the hairline. So even though maybe sometimes they have like a wig cap on under there, they still have traction. The wig is still, every once in a while you might have to move it, especially if you're not doing like the glue and things like that. So the traction can rub that area out. Okay. So it's kind of like friction, traction and friction on the hairline. You can rub that area out. Thanks for the hearts and thank y'all for joining. So that's another reason or another thing that could cause alopecia. Is traction alopecia. So if you have traction alopecia, as long as the follicle hasn't been damaged, there's a great chance you can grow hair back in those areas. Okay. I help lots of women grow hair back in those areas where they have concern from traction alopecia. Okay. Another one is tension alopecia. So just like we talked about the wigs, maybe you have a wig that has like the comb in it and you put the comb in there and it's pulling. Okay. It's pulling pulling, or you have the what we call the protective styles. I've seen a lot of ladies who've worn the protective styles but now they're trying to grow their edges back because of the pulling. So it has been pulling on the follicle and pulling that hair right out of the follicle. What's also coming out of the follicle is if you see this little white piece stuck on the hair when the hair comes out, or if your braids or anything is pulling really tight, braids, ponytail, whatever you have, and you see these little white things, your scalp needs that in order for the new hair to grow in. So if you are seeing that, that means you need to release whatever you're doing. You need to loosen that ponytail up. You need to stop getting the braids so tight. All of that over time, the hair is not going to grow back. You've taken out what the next hair needs to grow in. That little white pupil is what that hair needs. So tension can cause alopecia. I've helped ladies grow those areas back from tension alopecia as well. Another one, and this is the one where I fall, mine was diet. I have suffered over the course of a number of years in my life of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And there is different ones. There is diarrhea IBS or IBS diarrhea, and there are also IBS constipation. What I learned with the IBS diarrhea and what I experienced when I got my diet together, when I had alopecia areata, I had a huge bald spot that just came out right here. It was just huge. I mean, I glued weave all across there and had this big heavy bang. So this was years ago. It's been more than 20 years ago, okay? But I did what I needed to do to cover it up. Also had a spot in the back, started out like a little dime and ended up about a half quarter size. So I had alopecia areata. One thing that I've noticed that well, let's talk about the different things that you can use that I've noticed during my research, outside of the things that I already knew that could help with alopecia. Some things weren't mentioned. And I know for me, they mentioned steroids, and a lot of people get like a steroid shot. It doesn't make the hair grow back in those alopecia areata areas, but it stimulates and helps it to grow faster. If you know anything about steroids, they kind of like speed up the process, right? So it's not making it grow back, it's just helping it to grow back faster. So I chose to do that, get the little shots in there at that time. But that's not like a cure. It just kind of helps it to grow back faster. What I did to rid myself of that, and praise God, to God be the glory. So I'm not taking all credit for it, but I'm just telling you what I did in the natural to help myself was to start getting my diet in order. So once I started giving myself more nutrients, more fiber, I was able to control the IBS diarrhea. Um, from all the fiber and the better nutrients I was taking in versus a higher fat diet, that enabled me to keep the nutrients in versus if you have diarrhea, sometimes if something just runs right through you, your body doesn't have time to absorb the nutrients you're trying to give it. So if your body doesn't have time to absorb the nutrients you're trying to give it and it just comes right back out, then your hair is fed by your blood. Your nutrients come through your blood to feed the rest of your body, which is your hair, it feeds your skin, it feeds your organs. Your blood feeds all of these different areas of your body and your hair and skin as one. So if your blood is not getting the nutrients that it needs and holds on to those nutrients, your hair, skin, and nails is going to be the first thing that shows you signs that your body is missing some things when it just like comes out. That is one way. So for me, I decided to do the steroid shot and then get my diet in order. I have not suffered with alopecia areata since then. It's been over 20 years. And for me, it happened twice in my life within the course of about a year. I started doing research and then I just got my diet together and ate more fiber and did the things I need to do so that my body can actually hold on to the nutrition that I was getting. So think about that, okay? I know I'm shooting a lot of information at you, but just see where you fall in this information that I'm giving you and do your own research, okay? The next thing that I wanted to talk about is another thing that can be used to help with, I guess, like helping with the alopecia is UV. So UV lights can be used along with a topical solution. For me in the salon, I don't use a UV light. I do a scalp detox the scalp fully, and use a topical cream that is not dermatologist. So it doesn't dry your hair out, doesn't make you itch and all those kind of things. And it is made locally by a salon owner here in the city. But I'm able to provide my clients with this service in order to help them grow areas back in their head or around their edges. And if there is hope for that hair, we see results in less than 90 days. So I just want you to know that there are other ways. You don't necessarily have to do steroids. You really need to do your research and determine how you want to move forward. But I will say the ways, excuse me, that I help ladies that come in with alopecia, mostly be it is tension alopecia and traction alopecia, have really helped them to be able to grow those areas back in their hair in less than 90 days without the cost that comes with like steroid injection shots, just with detoxing the scalp and topical product to put on daily that is not that's natural ingredients. So just make sure you do your homework. I want to know if anybody on here it has any questions about alopecia, whether it be for you or someone you know, that I can answer for you, because we have about 3 more minutes on here, a little bit less, before I'm hopping off and going to my next task for the day. So thank y'all again for joining. Hey. Any questions? And if you're on, thank you so much for giving me hearts. I truly appreciate it. Okay. Thank you so much. Let me wave at y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, Miss Princess underscore NDE. Resilient Beauty, 181 Breath of Life Christian Center, 181 BOLCC. My son is a part of that. Um, Thank y'all for joining. And let me see who else is here. And y'all, I'm able to see a little bit more over here on Instagram because it's showing me they're joining. If you want to ask a question or anything like that while you're on the Facebook platform, please do. If you're watching me from YouTube, yep, we're streaming from YouTube live as well. Be sure you put your comments down there, and I will see what I can do to help you. You can definitely always reach out to us on our website where we'll get an immediate email letting us know that you've left a message on the website at the bottom. Um, if there's anything you need to know about any of the information we're sharing or what we offer in the salon, I truly, truly, truly always appreciate y'all for joining in, for sharing my videos. For helping Limitless Natural Salon grow as we help so many other ladies exude confidence and grow as well. I know you've probably noticed while I'm waiting over here that my hair color is fading a little bit, and I actually like it. Um, I'm going to be honest. I did this because my husband wanted me to do some things like I used to do because I used to wear, oh, thank you, Facebook user. That's what it says. It says blessings. Thank you. Blessings to you too. So my husband wanted me to, pop some color in my hair, be a little more bold, do some of the things that I used to do with my hair. And so I was like, okay. I said, you mean like the blue or the purple I used to do? I would throw a little piece here and there and then flip it, um like wear my hair a different way, one way this way, one time this way, and that would make the hair color look different depending on how I styled it, just because of the way I placed the color. But anyway, so I made it fun for husband, and I have since refreshed it, and I've also done this new treatment that I have to define curls. I've done that on there. So I love it. I'm not the type that wants to put color on my hair every 2 weeks. This is like semi-permanent color on top of permanent color. So it's okay. It's moisturizing. It's not like damaged my hair or anything. And because it is a their fashion colors, I had like magenta and then plum over here. I can't, yeah, right here. That's turning like a light lavender. And this one is turning like a soft peachy pink. And I think it's really pretty. But I'm not into coloring my hair every couple of weeks. So this will probably gradually fade off depending on how I'm feeling. Or I may, if I'm feeling up to it one day when I'm shampooing my hair, I may pop a little color back in there. But otherwise, y'all may just see it change a little bit. Fashion colors are very, very high maintenance. And when I say fashion colors, I mean like the bright pinks, blues, purples, things like that. They're high maintenance. You either need to use like a shampoo that has the pigment in there to kind of keep that pigment going so that it won't start fading like this. Um, Especially with me doing like a lot of protein treatments and things like that on my hair. And even if not, they just fade easier because the molecules in them are bigger, so they don't stay in the hair as well as your regular colors that are not fashion colors. So I just wanted to kind of explain that to y'all. Do y'all like my hair? Do y'all like my color? I put on some pink earrings for y'all today. Excuse me. Actually, my girlfriend gave us these at her birthday party. She let us choose some little cute pink earrings. Aren't they cute? Anyway, she let us. Oh, thank you. Yes, they're cute. My girlfriend, her name is Annie McIntyre. So that's my BFF. We've been BFF since fourth grade. But she always gives gifts to her friends for her birthday. And so this year I did the same. I think it's like a great way to honor your friends and give back to them, and not always expecting. So this year I did a spa day at my home for my closest friends. I rubbed their feet, soaked their feet, they did facials. We had fun. It was very relaxing and fun. So think about that. I might have left you with something to do for your birthday, right? Treat your friends for your birthday. Anyway, this has been Textured Hair Talk Tuesdays. Thank y'all for joining on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate all the ladies and people that support Limitless Natural Salon as we help you exude confidence in every area of your life. beginning with teaching you how to duplicate or recreate texture you will love. See you next week, Textured Hair Talk Tuesdays, and I hope to serve you soon. Bye. Hey, Angel. Thank you.